Okay. We're closing argument again. Okay. It's probably going to be very slightly different, though. I admit I don't exactly remember what the first one looked like. So, okay, where was the mastermind just before Rontaro was killed? Oh yeah, no. So it's more about the mastermind part of things. Dining hall, mastermind peeks out. So it's not either of those. Okay. After the security sensor went off, who ran out of the classroom first? Shuichi did. After noticing the hidden camera flash, okay, so that's Rontaro. Where did the shot fall? Oh wait. Where was the mastermind before? Oh, maybe that's this one actually. I'm an idiot. Okay, so now we get survivor perk. So that's a little later. Security sensor. After noticing the hidden camera flash, where did the shot fall? Maybe it's this. Nope. Okay. Who jumps out from the hidden room? There we go. Shuichi runs. Okay, so... Well, mastermind taking Rontaro's body. Survivor perk. Or alerted the camera. So these are both earlier. Okay, right above Rontaro's head. Didn't pass away in the bathroom. And can you recycle a shot put ball? Throw into the trash can. So what does hidden password connect to? Okay, bathroom.
This is the truth of the case.
Okay.
With this new evidence, let's look back at Rantaro's murder. The night of the incident, Kaede and I were in the first floor classroom. We were waiting for the mastermind to trigger the trap we set in the library. Around that time, there were 4 people in the dining hall, including the mastermind. The mastermind was probably irritated that no murders had yet occurred.
Fucking gave the fucking blue guy glasses.
After the motive was given, they knew that Kaede was planning something. But the mastermind wanted some insurance. They would take action if necessary. The mastermind excused themselves from the dining hall and went to the bathroom. And from there, to the hidden room in the library that only the mastermind could enter. And there they waited. With less than an hour before the time limit expired, Rantaro moved the library's bookcase, which set off the receiver I was holding. It all happened the way we determined in the first trial, except at the end. I ran out of the room, and Kaede rolled the shot put ball into the air vent. At the same time, Rantaro was lured by the flash of the hidden camera Kaede set. He unwittingly stepped right into the path of the shot. The shot rolled down the path Kaede made, and then fell right onto Rantaro's head, killing him instantly. Or so we thought. It turns out that was just what the mastermind wanted us to believe. In reality, Kaede's murder plan happened quite differently. The shot put ball that Kaede rolled didn't actually hit Rantaro. He must have been surprised seeing the shot put ball drop out of nowhere like that. But his fate was sealed. The mastermind saw that Kaede's plan failed and stepped in to finish the job. The mastermind jumped out of the hidden room and attacked Rantaro from behind. And in their hand, the real murder weapon, their own shot put ball. Rantaro wasn't killed by Kaede's shot, but by the mastermind's. The mastermind picked up Kaede's shot and left their shot put ball at the scene. They also looted the survivor perk monopad from Rantaro's body. Those things in hand, they retreated back into the hidden room. I remember seeing the bookcase closing just as Kaede and I got there.
Yep.
The mastermind had probably just finished their crime. And so, the real truth was perfectly hidden from us. We went to the class and reached the truth that Kaede was the culprit. But that truth had been twisted by the mastermind. After the murder, the mastermind left the stolen monopad on the table in the hidden room. And threw Kaede's shot put ball into the trash can. A little careless of them to not get rid of all the evidence.
Yeah, it feels almost too careless considering all the time they've had to get rid of it since then.
They probably believed no one would ever get into that room, but we did. Their crime complete, the mastermind went back through the hidden passageway. The passageway led from the hidden room all the way to the girls' bathroom on the first floor. While the mastermind was pretending to use the girls' bathroom, they were actually using the hidden passageway. That's how they moved around without being noticed. Anyone could have used the hidden passageway, not just the people in the dining hall. But looking at the survivors, only you could possibly be the mastermind. If I'm wrong, please, refute me. Please tell us you aren't the mastermind, Tsumugi Shirogane, the ultimate cosplayer. That's the truth of this case, of the killing game itself. Well, Tsumugi?
Well, what?
Yes! What a scorching hot twist! My hand holding the detonator is tensing up! Don't get tense! Calm down!
Daddy! Please stop this! Go back to how you used to be, when you loved us so much!
How I used to be was more suited to a different story than this one.
Huh?
Basically, your story doesn't matter. I gotta watch this exciting development!
Well, Tsumugi, are there any flaws in Shuichi's logic? If so, then please tell us.
Flaws? There's a bunch of flaws all over it. Then explain. You can do it! You can do it, Tsumugi! Even if you cheer me on. It's not like that. I didn't do it. It's plain to see.
Fight back, Tsumugi! Come on! You can do it! You can do it!
Daddy, you're tensing up again.
I still want to live, so please don't put
Please, just say something. If you don't defend yourself...
It's Junko Enoshima!
What?
'Cause it's always been her. In the Hope's Peak
He's
killing
unraveling.
game and in the Jabberwock Island killing game, Junko Enoshima didn't participate. She controlled the game from outside. Even if it's boring or repetitive, she's always the mastermind, isn't she?
That's what I've
And
been
it's like
saying.
that this time too.
But
It's gotta be Junko again.
I'm not as confident
Junko
now.
Enoshima is dead. She's not part of this killing game.
You're wrong. She hasn't been eliminated. It's all Junko's doing. This killing game is her doing too.
But I am thinking, like, if it turns out that Tsumugi is the mastermind, then what was that? Who did we see? Who was the Junko we saw at the end of the last chapter?
It was probably her with a wig, because she likes to
That's gotta be
cosplay.
it. 'Cause Junko Enoshima
I
is...
guess. But she can't cosplay people.
But maybe she faked that,
Junko
though.
Enoshima is...
I guess.
I'm thinking.
I still don't know how she would be able to turn herself purple like that. But
'Cause Junko Enoshima is...
Junko Enoshima is...
Daddy, please don't get so excited. You pressed the button by accident.
Look at our cute faces! Can you really bear to be without us?
Junko Enoshima is...
Junko Enoshima is what? Okay, time for a commercial break.
yeah,
No, it isn't.
See? We're a good comedy group too! So please
Oh
don't...
no.
no,
Oh,
well,
Wow,
there.
they both?
Oh no! Oh, here she goes.
Junko Enoshima is... Junko Enoshima is...
Right the fuck here!
Sorry to keep you waiting. Even if nobody was waiting. Even if it makes you go, what? Again?
Is she a robot?
The Diva of Despair takes the stage once more. Junko Enoshima, the 53rd.
Oh.
There you have it! Once again, the mastermind is Junko Enoshima!
Junko Enoshima, the 53rd?
Tsumugi, what's the matter? Aren't you... Tsumugi Shirogane? Our friend who survived with us?
Sorry about that. You can go ahead and forget about Tsumugi Shirogane.
'Cause I'm just a character. You know, a lie.
Oh.
Sorry to all her fans out there. If any of you even exist, that is.
A lie?
Tsumugi Shirogane was nothing more than a cover for me, the mastermind. Ooh, calling her your friend? Ugh, it's laughable, really. Really, I'm gonna laugh.
Are you serious? You're the mastermind behind this?
But why? That face and that voice. It's just like...
Junko Enoshima.
I know, right? Oh, does it make you fall into despair? Well, does it?
No, that's not possible. Junko Enoshima is dead.
But why did you call yourself the 53rd? As history repeats itself,
So does Junko Enoshima.
yeah?
As you can see, I am a perfect reproduction of Junko Enoshima.
So, you're just a freak pretending to be Junko Enoshima, huh?
No, a perfect reproduction.
Perfect reproductions are exactly the same as the original.
Her logic is impossible to follow, much like the real Junko Enoshima's.
Whatever it is. You're the actual mastermind of this killing game, right? So if we kill you, then that'll be the end, correct?
Oh, don't say mean things like that. Besides, killing me never ends the game.
It never ends the game? What do you mean?
She's bluffing. Let's just kill her and get it over with.
Wait, if force is necessary, it should wait until after we see what she...
No need, Kibo, because this class trial is over.
What? It's already over? Oh, but I just showed up.
You killed Kaede, and Monokuma covered it up with a false narrative. The class trials are rigged, and this whole game is illegitimate.
Oh, that. Right. Yeah, I definitely messed that up. Sorry about that.
So? Is that all you have to say?
The viewers won't accept that kind of apology. You gotta stop the killing game.
Huh? The viewers?
It seems like you're on the wrong track, so let me explain.
Okay, so first, I'll start with the event that inspired me to plan this killing game. That was about the time the meteorite impact started intensifying.
Did she just start some big story on her own?
I knew of Hope's Peak Academy's Gopher Project, and my inner Junko told me.
Crushing the Gopher Project, humanity's last hope, would be the perfect despair.
That's when I took over the killing game I devised. I forced those selected as humanity's last hope to play my killing game.
And then I took the name Tsumugi Shirogane and sneaked in among them.
Did Kokichi know about this? Wasn't he a remnant of despair?
I don't think so.
He was your comrade, right?
Huh? Comrade? Junko Enoshima doesn't have comrades.
It's like, you don't need a remote after you've thrown out the TV, right?
The remnants of despair are just a bunch of despair fanboys and fangirls. But I am despair itself. I am a god of despair. Kokichi was just one of my believers.
A god wouldn't be comrades with one of their believers, right?
Then Kokichi didn't know your true identity either.
What a hopeless existence he led. To the end, he had no idea the object of his worship was right under his nose.
I don't care about your story. Tell us about the people watching. Who's this killing game being shown to? Where are the survivors of humanity? There's nobody watching.
Huh?
We were the last 16 people alive, you know. Who could be watching?
That part is
Humanity
true.
is gone.
No, you're lying. If this isn't being shown to anyone, why care so much about rules?
Just
You're
how
the
it's
one who
done.
keeps talking about making the game interesting. For whom?
For me.
That was just a part of my perfect reproduction.
You're what?
I just perfectly reproduced my own killing game is all. Just like the old Junko. The original was meant to be shown, so that's how I made mine.
You just wanted to recreate the past killing game. That's it?
Yep, that's it. There are no survivors of humanity. Things are just as you recalled. That is the truth of the Ultimate Academy killing game!
No, that's wrong!
Oh dear! I am so surprised!
Maybe we all remember that there's no one left out there. But how do we know our memories are real?
Huh? What do you mean by that? You think your memories are wrong?
There's something that's been bothering me about our memories. Here, look at this book.
A complete history of Hope's Peak Academy?
This book contains years of research about Hope's Peak Academy. Nothing would indicate this book is a prop. I believe the information here is accurate. But there's a lot written in here that differs from our memories.
What is different?
To know that for certain, I'll need everyone's help. I want you all to tell me everything that you remember about Hope's Peak Academy.
We just need to talk about what we remember from Hope's Peak? Okay.
So it started with the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That event originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring wars and terrorism around the world. It would not be hyperbole to say that event brought despair to all mankind.
And it was all caused by a single high school girl.
Yeah, it was me! Junko Enoshima enrolled in Hope's Peak Academy as the ultimate fashionista. But my real identity was the ultimate despair. In order to cover the world in despair, I put my plans...
Wait a minute. Something doesn't add up here.
Huh? I detect no discrepancy in my memory banks.
Yes. Everything we just said is just like we remember it. But it doesn't match what's written in the history of Hope's Peak Academy.
What about that doesn't match? I'll determine exactly why later. For now, I need to identify the discrepancy.
So you gotta play Spot the Difference! Point out what everyone is mistaken about in their memories of Hope's Peak Academy. Alright! Time to play some Danganronpa trivia!
I don't know that you can say the name of the thing in the thing.
Oh my god, he broke the fourth wall.
What are you doing, Monokuma?
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
That event
We'll see.
originated at Hope's Peak Academy, inspiring war and terrorism around the world.
The cause of all that despair was just a single high school girl.
Might be wrong. Yeah,
A student of
maybe
Hope's
that would
Peak
be.
Academy.
'Cause it wasn't
The
just
ultimate
Junko.
despair!
Because it was
Junko Enoshima!
Junko
I
had
did everything in
help
my
from
power to
Izuru
spread despair
Kamakura
over the
and
entire
Mukuro.
world.
Something about that statement doesn't match with the history. Is the ultimate despair really just one person? No, the ultimate despair. Okay,
biggest,
that's
most
kind of what I
awful,
thought.
most
The
tragic
ultimate
event-
despair was both of them.
Inspiring war and terrorism around the world. The cause of all that despair was just a single high school girl.
That's wrong!
I miss Tsumugi.
One high
So
school girl
sad.
started the tragedy, the ultimate despair. Junko Enoshima. At least that's what I remember. But that's not what this book says. Ultimate despair doesn't just refer to Junko Enoshima. It refers to a group and the movement that came after. To put it simply, there's more to ultimate despair than Junko Enoshima.
This is the first time I've heard about this. Wasn't Junko the ultimate despair?
That's what I recall as well. That label should only apply to her.
Coincidences sure are scary. Everyone misremembered the same thing.
Coincidence? Misremembered?
No, it's no coincidence. I know there's a difference in these memories.
And that's not all. There are other discrepancies I'd like to point out.
Ugh, does it even matter? I'm bored already.
Just shut up.
So, let's continue where we left off. Junko resorted to different tactics to cover the world with despair. The killing game between the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy, for example.
They were locked up and forced into the killing game by the ultimate despair.
But boo-hoo. When I, the one who started it all, died, events were set in motion.
And the world began to move towards restoration.
Then the fight between the Future Foundation and the remnants of despair raged on! But the worst-case scenario was avoided! Yay! A happy ending.
Not yet. There are more points that conflict with this history. I'll point those out next. Okay.
The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in
Oh,
human
that
history
sounds
happened,
bad.
because Junko had prepared countless ways of spreading despair.
Like the killing game of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy.
They were held prisoner by the ultimate despair. And
Were they really
forced into the killing
prisoners?
game.
Ah,
I have some bad news about that.
that's it.
The
Okay.
events that my death set in motion are only now reaching their climax.
They wanted more despair. More.
So the remnants of despair and the Future Foundation are still fighting. But for now, we've avoided the worst of it.
I do not believe that is true. It's different from our memories, after all. What's the contradiction? Okay, so it's they were not held prisoner there by ultimate despair. They chose to be there.
Class.
Held prisoner.
That's wrong!
Right in the V.
It wasn't the ultimate despair that trapped the 78th class in Hope's Peak Academy. It was the class themselves. They shut themselves in.
Shut themselves in?
Why would they shut themselves in?
It has to do with the Hope's Peak Academy shelter project. During the tragedy, the 78th class trapped themselves inside Hope's Peak Academy for protection.
So our memory of the 78th class being trapped by the ultimate despair?
Are you saying our memories are wrong?
It just means those documents were written all half-assed. There's no need to worry about it. Your memories are all correct.
What you've been saying isn't consistent. First you said it was just coincidence.
Huh. Is that so?
Let's just move on. I want to talk about one more thing from our memories. It's about the rebuilt Hope's Peak Academy that we were attending.
What about Hope's Peak Academy?
There's no doubt that the 16 of us were students at Hope's Peak Academy. We heard it had been rebuilt and was accepting applications for talented students again. And so, we gathered at the brand new Hope's Peak Academy.
Since Hope's Peak Academy was large, we were all in separate classes. But there's no doubt we were students of the new school.
Just like I thought, there's something wrong there. But why? Why are our memories so different? Oh, we know why.
Hope's Peak Academy was rebuilt. And with that,
Danganronpa
recruitment of
trivia.
talented students resumed.
When we found out, we came to the new Hope's Peak Academy.
The new Hope's Peak Academy was a huge school. Which is why we were all in different classes.
But we're all the same! That's right. We were all students of Hope's Peak Academy.
Several, caused the external despair and did not admit students back. Yes, okay, that's what I thought. I thought that was weird because they were saying like, oh, they were accepting applications, and I was like, wait, it doesn't seem unreasonable that when they reopen, they would start accepting applications. You know, it's kind of like a completely different like administration and everything, but they didn't. that makes sense.
Hope's Peak Academy was rebuilt. And with that, recruitment of talented students resumed.
Okay, that's
When we found out, we came to the new Hope's Peak Academy.
It's this line
The
then.
new Hope's Peak Academy was a huge school. Which is why we were all in different classes.
But we're
Junko's
all
line.
the same! That's
It's
right.
Junko's
We
line.
were all students of
Wait, but
Academy.
no,
Wait, no.
because it was.
Yeah.
I think it was Kibo's line, but the way it was worded
Hope's
makes
Peak
it actually
Academy
sound fine.
That,
Because it was what he said
Recruitment of talented
before the
students
non-stop debate. It was what he said before the
wrong.
non-stop debate that was
Yeah.
that made sense. But recruitment is what they did do.
We remember Hope's Peak Academy taking applications from talented students. But that's not what's written here. The Academy did not take applications. All of their students were scouted.
Scouted? I've never heard that.
I wasn't scouted. I applied to Hope's Peak Academy on my own.
Me too. I chose to come to Hope's Peak. At least, that's what I remember.
Are you saying we're remembering it wrong?
But what if this book's just wrong? Researchers make mistakes too.
Maybe so, but I'm not getting all this from just the book. There is other evidence as well.
Other what?
The killing game we're in now is one that began with Hope's Peak Academy. So this is the third game after Hope's Peak and Jabberwock Island. But remember what Rantaro said?
Well, the truth is, this isn't your first killing game. You're the ultimate survivor. You survived the last killing game. Yeah, there's been others
But
since then.
Rantaro's name wasn't listed among the past participants of the game. He was not present at the 2 killing games that Junko orchestrated.
Then, which killing game did Rantaro participate in?
I'm not entirely sure, but it's clearly inconsistent, isn't it? And the inconsistencies don't stop there. Kokichi's account is also suspect.
Kokichi's account is inconsistent too?
Oh, an inconsistency? Do tell.
We remember Kokichi as a remnant of despair. But I don't think that's true. He wasn't a remnant of despair.
What I've been saying the whole
Here comes my
fucking
theory.
time. This is what I've been saying the whole fucking time. No one ever proved that he was a remnant of despair.
Yeah. I hope my
Wait,
theory is true.
I'm pretty confident in it.
He wasn't a remnant of despair?
That's impossible! He was definitely a remnant of despair. The remnants of despair were the ones who tried to stop the Gopher Project. And Kokichi was their leader. If he was the one leading the remnants of despair, then he must have been second only to the ultimate despair herself.
Okay, well, we do know that he wasn't leading
Yes,
them.
he loved me more than anyone. Like an obsessed fan hiding in the bushes. So where's your proof he wasn't a remnant of despair?
The proof that Kokichi isn't a remnant of despair. I'm assuming it's the motive video.
This is it! The motive video we found in Kokichi's dorm room.
Kokichi Oma, the ultimate supreme leader. He caused mayhem the world over, the leader of the secret organization, DICE. And by mayhem, I mean pretty non-violent crimes and harmless pranks. Anyway, Kokichi had 10 loyal goons working for him. These goons were like friends and family, the most important people in his life.
Just got the boy for a few minutes.
Centered around petty crimes, one that forbids murder. And in addition to that, the group was only 10 people. That's far too few to be the same group that tried to sabotage the Gopher Project.
True, very true.
Meaning that whatever group Kokichi was a part of is not the remnants of despair. His motive video clearly contradicts our memories. The memory we have of Kokichi being a remnant has to be false.
You mean, he wasn't a remnant of despair? That's not possible.
Come to think of it, we never actually heard it directly from him.
But it's still not possible.
Kokichi didn't tell us because he wasn't exposed to that flashback light. And neither was Kaito.
Junko. Hope? Despair? What is this, a Danganronpa
Kaito didn't
game?
appear to know anything about the remnants of despair or Junko Inoshima.
If they'd been exposed to it, maybe we'd know the truth.
Maybe it's better that they weren't. I think the people who were affected by that flashback light were wrong.
What do you mean?
All of these weird inconsistencies are from memories we got from the flashback lights.
So the flashback lights are the cause?
You found the classroom that makes all the flashback lights, right, Shuichi?
Yes, and I noticed something strange about it. I actually did a little experimenting with a device hidden in the room. It allowed you to select the memory that a flashback light would recover. However, some of the memories were inconsistent with each other. One might say there are survivors, but another would say there are no survivors. Bizarre, right? The flashback lights allegedly help us recover our memories. We're supposed to remember the truth that we forgot, and there should only be one truth. But then having the option to recover contradictory memories doesn't make sense.
Then what are you saying?
Huh?
The flashback light isn't for recovering lost memories? Is that what you're saying?
Then what was it for?
What was it for, huh? Huh?
Go on, tell them. What are the flashback lights for?
What are the flashback lights used for? Why can you select different memories? And what does it mean if those memories contradict each other? If I put all the pieces together, it'll all make sense. We'll be able to see the real truth. Hangman's Gambit? Okay. Figured. Okay, so... I guess we'll try some letters because I don't know the word it's looking for exactly. Or the word it's looking for at all, really. Does what to memories? Okay, wait. Does what to memories? It... Not T... Not P. Wow, I've tried almost every letter around. I? Okay. In... Oh. Imprint? Okay, that's what we're looking for then. Or implant?
Implant like lies, maybe?
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah,
what it's
implant.
saying. Yeah, so implanting new memories. Just, making sure there's not a Monokuma I'm missing. Okay.
Yes, that's it. The flashback light isn't supposed to help us remember anything. It's a tool for implanting false memories.
Planting memories?
Yes, the memories you could select for the flashback lights weren't our real memories. They were memories to be implanted inside us. That's why the contents of those memories contradict each other. Once we're exposed to a flashback light, those memories become the truth to us.
So the memories we recovered with the flashback lights were...
Not real. They were all false memories.
Hmm.
They were all lies.
Lies?
Oh, what a horrible truth! If the memories from the flashback lights are lies, then everything was a lie! Oh, the suspense and foreshadowing was for nothing! Can you believe it? It's like everything that happened didn't matter at all.
Well, that is what it means.
Huh?
Lies are just like snowballs. The more you roll them, the bigger they get. The bigger they are, the more fun and shocking it is when they're revealed.
That's why everything up till now has been lies. That's the truth.
The memories from the flashback lights were just lies?
It's just as Shuichi said. The flashback lights are not for recovering lost memories. They're tools for implanting new ones. The light they emit is actually information that has been converted to light waves. That light is beamed directly into the brain, causing a deja vu sort of phenomenon. The brain gets confused and thinks the info it just received happened in the past.
We were just confused? For example, your memories of being students of Hope's Peak Academy?
Fake! You guys don't have anything to do with Hope's Peak Academy.
What?
None of us were ever students there. It was just a fake memory.
That's wow.
That makes sense why Kokichi's probably a mental asylum person.
Yeah, he does. I was thinking about that too, because it's just like, still just thinking about like, why did they recruit him into Hope's Peak? But if they didn't, wow, okay.
What if they're
Not
all
students from
from
Hope's Peak?
a mental asylum?
It might all be. Yeah, that's actually a
Like
good
it
point.
might, well, like from a hospital, because like think about like maybe that's why Kaito was dying.
That's a possibility. Certainly.
Oh my god.
Yep, that was all fake. Looking back, it was a mistake to have you remember Hope's Peak. I didn't originally plan on giving you those memories, but I was in a rush and overlooked all those inconsistencies, so you figured it all out.
Damn.
It's hopelessly the worst!
So that's why Kokichi had to die?
Good job, Mr. Detective. You got it.
The only reason we thought Kokichi was a remnant was because of the flashback lights. But he did say that he was the leader of a cult organization. That was a lie he invented himself. He wanted to be the mastermind. He wanted us to believe it. That's why he lied.
I don't know if Waffles is back yet. I guess not. Anyway, I gotta confess. You know that cult I mentioned earlier? The leader is me. Huh? Which means the mastermind who snuck Monokuma onto the Ark is me.
He usurped the mastermind's role, but in doing so, became a thorn in their side. So to get rid of that hindrance, the mastermind played along with the lie. The mastermind manipulated us into thinking Kokichi was a remnant of despair.
At the same time, having everyone remember Hope's Peak Academy made you guys target him because you thought he was a remnant of despair.
You were using the flashback lights to control us?
Then the reason I tried to kill Kokichi was...
You were being controlled by false memories, like putty in the mastermind's hands. But Maki wasn't the only one being controlled. You all were! Remember when Kokichi revealed the truth of the outside world? You all got so depressed, you couldn't even focus on the killing game!
Wait, then, to make us recover from that, you...
Yep, we gave you memories of being Hope's Peak Academy students, the symbol of hope.
So you all could face despair. You controlled us with that fake memory?
Well, it wasn't just that memory. It was all of them up till now. New mysteries and truths turn to motivation. Motivation drives a story. Everything from the flashback lights was just motivation to move you forward. But
So
I
all
guess
their
it was
names are fake.
Motivation.
All their names are fake? That I don't know about.
Yeah, because like if they found records of their names being in Hope's Peak Academy, right? It would explain why Kaede has a twin sister.
Well,
But
no,
they didn't
that was
either.
the Gopher. That was the list of Gopher Project participants.
Oh, okay.
But technically, that could be wrong too. But I don't know that that means all their names are necessarily fake.
Hmm.
You idiots kept getting jerked around by meaningless lies!
This class trial was like that too, wasn't it? Why was it you were so motivated to do it? Because you got a memory from one of the flashback lights, right?
Was that also a memory you used to control us?
Hey, what was it you guys remembered from it again? At first, you ran away from the Gopher Project, humanity's
Yeah.
last hope.
I mean, that might have all been fake.
But then, you bravely chose to accept your fate. You took on all the wishes of your friends and family. And now, you remember how you got here. You remembered that you had all been entrusted with the world's hope, right? Remembering the weight of that hope should have made you feel stronger. I have to escape! I'll never give up! I won't be defeated by the mastermind!
You know what? That also explains one other thing that I was just thinking of. Because when we did get that memory of everyone in the pod room, you know, everyone's wearing their like outfits from the game. But when we first met everyone in the prologue, everyone had like standard school uniforms, and they were all from different schools.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, so that kind of confused me, but
Even though Kaito and Kokichi were gone, and Kibo started to go berserk, you guys didn't give up hope. You decided to face this killing game, right?
You were controlling our emotions? Even our resolve to defeat the mastermind?
This is a killing game. A death game where emotions run like blood.
If the participants aren't trying their best to live, it's just not very exciting.
Oh, the memories were fake? Then what was everything till now? That memory, and that memory,
that it is.
and that memory, 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 and that... If they were all fake memories, then...
Okay.
Where are we? Why are we in this killing game?
Yeah, who knows? My plans for mankind's last killing game kinda just fell apart.